So another hot one here in Dubai. I wanted to throw out some good wishes to my friends around the world, and it's super hot, trying to cool down a bit. But we had a conversation this morning about what's going on in the world of politics and what's going on in the world of economics. And obviously we've got trade wars in certain countries. We've got physical wars in places like, Ukraine, Gaza, just different places, where that's going on. A lot of people are concerned with quantitative tightening and cracking the system when it comes to economics, and what happens when they flip that to easing, and inflation, and political election going on in the UK right now that's just finishing up, and now political election going on in November. And I just feel like everybody's kind of in this don't know what to think. There's a lot of fear around. And, I talked about in a previous message where I said, just breathe, right? Don't worry about the past too much. Forgive, let it go. Don't hold on to your victories. Don't hold on to your defeats because it's yesterday. Learn from them. And, like I used to tell my kids, you can do anything if you believe in yourself, work hard and smart, trust God. And, also, do your best. But I also think when you give your outcomes to a higher source and you do your best each day, then it's not on you. And you invite in the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, into the equation, right? But, another conversation we were having was about, past leadership. I remember one of my favorite messages was JFK's inauguration message about, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Ask not what America can do for you, ask what we can do collectively for the world. He talked about, heed the command of Isaiah and go into all parts of the world and spread, good cheer and conquer the deserts, conquer the ocean's floors, end disease. I also remember, a lot of stuff that went on with Reagan where he had good cheer and a positive attitude. And neither politician were perfect, but, he kept us out of the Cold War and he got rid of racism. And we really started making big changes. And in Reagan's final message, it was about, we need to bring patriotism back to the States, and a different type of patriotism. This isn't a divided one, it's a united one. And it's about doing good and ending racism and reminding about the cultures in the past that we used to believe in. A lot of us had grandfathers that fought in wars to give us freedoms. A lot of wars and a lot of people have died for the freedoms that we have today around the world. And I live in a country today where 200 plus nationalities live together in peace because there's a leader here that has realized that, we don't have to talk about religion. We don't have to talk about politics. We need to create a safe environment where people can believe in whatever they want to believe in, but we can respect each other and do business ethically and the right way. I think that UAE and Sheikh Mohammed's leadership and his sons, Sheikh Hamdan and his other sons, have really been, kind of what reminds me of what the founding fathers believed in the States, of all nations coming together in unity. We used to have that beacon of hope, which was Lady Liberty, and said, we welcome all you immigrants. Now, I agree that there needs to be intelligent immigration, which the UAE is pretty darn good at. You got to pass medical tests, you've got to prove that you got a job and things like that, and I think the states can learn a lot from it. But without immigration, especially some of these nations, we've got situations where, at the end of the day, we got economic problems. We've got aging baby boomer populations in the States, UK, and, we need young blood. And I think the UAE's being smart because they're bringing the best and brightest here, and we don't have the protectionism mindset here. It's like, come here, do business, do your best. And what I love about that is there's an opportunity to participate, teamwork, cooperation, but you don't have the divides. And what I love is that a lot of stuff that we get back home on Fox News or CNN that divides people, it's not what we hear because we don't have the political messaging and the lobbyist groups and stuff like that. And I won't get too far into it, but when you create an environment where all people can come in peace, you can walk any street day or night and it's safe. You could literally leave your purse or your bag or your wallet in a taxi and somebody's going to bring it back to you. You can leave it in a public setting. I don't even lock my doors. That's a different kind of environment, and you wonder why there's so much going on that's good here. I think that back home we can learn a lot from it, and I think we can all learn a lot from each other. I think if we'll just start to cooperate and start to be that shining light on the hill, and it doesn't have to be one physical location, it's in your heart. The concept of Inbound Shift has to do with marketing, some stuff we're doing for our funds and different things that we're working on. Work on some cool stuff, and I do think when the macroeconomic things hit, we're going to hopefully be some stability and some answers to people. We're going to do some new things in marketing. We're going to do some different stuff, but it really comes back to shine from within, man. You shouldn't hide, you shouldn't hide your light under a bushel. Be the bright light, be the love in the world. Let's not complain so much today. Let's just go out there and be the positive light. And you know what? When you have that positive energy, You surround other people with positive energy come in, and when it's people that's not positive energy, you just have to waste your time with. It's game theory, right? Game theory is simple. You know, if you're on my team and you're willing to be transparent, work with me, open doors, man. Infinite math, you know, infinite games, as Simon Sinek talks about, cooperative game theory, where 1 + 1 might be more than 2. Or if people want to fight, we can play zero-sum games, but we may walk away, you know, kick off the sandals a leaf, and the other one's like harmless as a dove, right? Or we might fight, like, you know, as ruthless as a serpent. There's a lot of symbolism and synergies between Matthew chapter 10 and, you know, game theory. But anyways, long message. I just encourage everybody to be positive today. Don't let the past bother you too much. Do the little things you can each day. Surround yourself with good people. Have a good attitude. And, you know, that's when you get in that attitude, and all of a sudden cool things and strange frequencies and, you know, synchronicities happen, and just good stuff happens when you're always pushing forward. And, you know, if there's a trial in front of you, don't look at it like it's a bad thing and complain about it. Look at the hidden lesson, or look at the opportunity it creates. So anyways, God bless everybody. Hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.